Here we are, it's just a few minutes after the total eclipse, and you can see that it's darker, but we couldn't see anything of the eclipse because of the cloudiness, and cars are coming through and their lights are on because it's dark. But I'm going to go inside because it's raining, and then I want to talk to you about our next step. I'm Doug Snyder, and this is Intimacy with God, and we are in a series called Walking with God. The longer title is Walking Intimately Daily with God. And I encourage you to go back and look at the first two steps. Step 1 was drawing near. Step 2 is listening. And now we're on step 3, doing. So once you begin to understand how to draw near to the Lord, it's very simple. It's like a relationship, and you're into the Word, and you begin talking, and then you get into the listening phase, and you discern His voice, and you then move to step 3, which is doing. I encourage you to share these with others, please. Like them, share them with someone that may be encouraged by them, or that is would like some help in their walk with the Lord. That would be part of the doing. So step 3, part 1, is doing. Matthew 4. Jesus has just gone through the temptation in the wilderness. He begins his public ministry of preaching. And then he comes along the water and sees two brothers, and he calls them, James, son of Zebedee, and his brother John. And they immediately drop their nets and follow him. That is the response that we're to have when we hear God's voice. Immediately stop what we're doing and go do what Jesus calls us to do. So as you're in your listening time, as you have been listening for his voice, when you hear his voice, immediately you want to journal that, or you want to get up and go do what he asks you to do. If it's to make a phone call, or to write a letter, or if it's to pray and ask for forgiveness or offer forgiveness, or whatever it is that God has led you to do, you want to do it immediately. That's the appropriate response. And let me encourage you that there will be steps you'll take that, I thought that was God's voice, but maybe it wasn't. Well, you just need to allow yourself grace for missteps. God allows you grace. He just simply wants you to be like his son. He wants to be in relationship with you and guide you and lead you through life, be in relationship with you. So immediately doing what you think the Lord's allowing you to do will bring a sense of peace, will draw you closer to the Lord, and he'll be able to instruct you. He can't do anything if you don't do anything. It's like a ship in harbor. Can't be directed anywhere because it's not going anywhere. Or it's like this bookshelf. I brought a bookshelf down to the office. Here's a empty bookshelf. You don't want your life to be void of actions or words that reflect Jesus. So immediately do that, which he calls you to do. I listened to a guy speak a week ago, and it was really funny. He said, a lot of people say, I just don't feel led. I don't feel led to do this or led to do that. He said, well, why don't you just go do something? Put a sinker in your pocket, stick your hand in your pocket, and you'll feel led. I think that's kind of funny. Anyway, share these videos with those that may need them. I think they can be helpful, particularly on a beginner level, and as we get into further some more development of walking intimately daily with the Lord. I hope these have been encouraging. Also, don't be afraid to send a response to the video at the bottom. Jot a note down, send me a note, send some encouragement, or send me something that you've gone through that's been helpful. I'd love to post it. And, of course, anything inappropriate I can't. But, all right, take care. Talk to you later this week.